Sunday, October 5th, 2025, at the age of 80 years. She leaves to mourn her children, Louise Simmons, Jaron Sweeney, Sandra McLean, Gaston Morris, Marcia Moraine, Yulika Davaron, Janice Fifield Laplace, Marcus Fifield, Levi Fifield, Shireen Fifield, and adopted son Scott Watley. Grandchildren Carice, Karine, Caricia, Karim, Tyler, Renee, Gianna, Jamal, Keisha, Quincy, Asante, Kyriem, Seconia, Tajal, Akeem, Akisa, Timothy, Michael, Titliana, Capricia, Dionica, Mysteria, Antoine, Francia, Ayanik, Shakima, Tanya, Natalia, Akil, Kajan, Dequana, Malik, Madison, Marcus Jr., Devontae, Zamia, and Jamani. 28 great-grandchildren, sisters, Janice Weeks, Cardina Rivera, and Gastel Foster residing in St. Thomas, Dina Weeks, Avril Newton, and Jacqueline Huggins residing in the USA. Brothers Reuben Weeks residing in St. Croix and Ezra Weeks residing in the USA. Nieces Ann Donna, Sharon, Amanda, Dion, Sharima, Shana, Simone, Shireen, Angelia, Myrta, Andreen, Sharifa, and Kerry residing in the USA. Nephews Aaron, Ranji, Joan Jr., Sean, and Ezekiel residing in the USA. Sons-in-law Francois Moraine and Dennis Laplace. Daughters-in-law Stephanie Morris and Nikisha Sweeney. Special cousins Renee Brown, Denise Fifield, Jean Atherton, and Cynthia Tyson in Tortola. Special friends Levi Bradshaw, Vida Broadbelt, Merlise O'Loughlin, Kathleen Warner, Carleen Marishaw, Orville Daniel, and Mervyn Williams. Caretaker Venetia Wharton. The Fifield families in Nevis, Newton Ground, Cayorn, and Old Road. The Brown family in Lodge Village, the Simmons family, Andrew family in Nevis, Manners family, Huggins family, and Leibert's family. Special thanks to Dr. Mervyn Laws, Velma and Lisa Merchant, Renee and Mary Williams, Nisha Liebert, Dando, Maxwell Taylor, Jason Brown, Tally, Stacia Christopher, the Sprott Street community, the staff at the Royal Elderly Home, and the staff at the Joseph and France General Hospital. Other family members and friends too numerous to mention. The funeral service of the late Lola Fifield will be held on Wednesday, October 15th at the Bastille Church of God located on Durant Avenue. Viewing and open tributes begin at 1 p.m. Funeral service will commence at 2 p.m. Interment at the Springfield Cemetery. To the bereaved family, we at Freedom FM tender our deepest sympathies.
Now loans, cash at the speed of life, so fast you won't believe it. Now loans, cash at the speed of life, right now, right now. If you need cash in a flash with now, no need to fuss, leave it to us. When you need cash in a flash, no need to fuss, leave it to us. Hear me now. Now loans, cash at the speed of life, so fast you won't believe it. Now loans, cash at the speed of life, right now, right now. Approved in a day, yeah, yeah. Some money on the way, yeah, yeah. Approved in a day, oh, yeah, you know it's coming.
When life throws surprises your way, now's here to help. Whether it's for an urgent bill payment, home improvements, or unexpected health expenses, or even that last-minute holiday trip. With Now, you get cash in a flash, approved in just 24 hours.
Approved in a day, yeah, yeah. Some money on the way, yeah, yeah. Approved in a day, oh, yeah, you know it's coming. Now loans, cash at the speed of life, so fast you won't believe it. Now loans, cash at the speed of life, right now, right now.
A loan product powered by National Bank.
Quartz presents the Home Event 2025, happening now at Quartz stores nationwide. It's the perfect time to refresh your home with deals you can't resist. Get up to 40% off mattresses, plus a free gift with mattress purchases $1,199 and over. 20% off appliances and TVs, plus a free recliner with select furniture purchases. Shop today with Quartz Ready Finance and get more. Don't miss the Quartz Home Event 2025. Quartz, bringing value home. Offer ends September 24th, 2025. Conditions apply.
It's 1:15 right here in the studios of Freedom FM. Today is the 9th of October 2025, and we have Quartz here with us this afternoon. It's World Sight Day. So we have Dr. Campbell. Good afternoon, Dr. Campbell. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure to have you. So World Sight Day, why is this important?
Okay, so World Sight Day is celebrated annually, the second Thursday of October, and it serves to bring awareness on our vision and our eye health.
Okay, so what's happening at Quartz to celebrate this day?
Okay, so we're going to give you a little information on World Sight Day, and then we'll tell you all the exciting things that we have to offer.
Okay.
All right. So for this year, the theme for World Sight Day is Love Your Eyes. And the World Council of Optometry invites 8 patients as well as eye care providers every year so that we could bring awareness on eye conditions and how we could take care of the health of our eyes. All right, so the focus of the team, as I said, the team is Love Your Eyes. And the focus of the team is to remind our patients that the good health of our eyes can help to preserve and lengthen the ability to see well or our vision. All right, so we're aiming to prevent diseases and improve our vision. So you might ask, why is World Sight Day important? It is important because globally there are over 1 million persons who have preventable or treatable visual loss. So what this means that these people actually have conditions that either could have been prevented or treated. All right. Okay, so what we wanted to do was just give some tips on how we can take care of our eyes and our vision. Simple tips that we could incorporate into our everyday lives. So the first one would be to use protective gear for our eyes. The sun exposure causes severe effects on the eyes, and long term it could cause us to develop things like cataracts, pterygiums, age-related macular degeneration. So we always emphasize in either using UV protective sunwear or polarized sunglasses. The next step that we want to give, reducing eye strain. So we know that we're living in a digital world. We spend excessive periods of time either on our screens, our phones, our computers, whatever. Over time, this could create a digital eye strain. And a simple way in which we could prevent this eye strain would be to practice the 20-20-20 rule, which states that after every 20 minutes we spend on the screens, the computers, we spend 20 seconds looking into the distance at least 20 feet. So it's the 20-20-20 rule. The other tip that we can follow to maintain the good health of our eyes is be paying attention to our nutrition and our diet. So things like hypertension and diabetes that are directly linked to our diet can contribute to poor health of our eyes. We also want to focus on eating healthy foods such as foods rich in vitamin A, C, E, and fatty omega acids to promote the overall health of the eyes. And another point just to note would be smoking. Smoking also affects the health of the eye.
Wow.
It's similar to sun exposure, so it can contribute to us developing things like cataracts and age-related macular degeneration, as well as dry eyes. So those are just some simple tips that we can follow to help promote the health of our eyes and prevent the loss of our vision.
Okay, so those are important things to keep in mind, especially as we live on a tropical island. And, you know, the sun is always
there.
sunning.
Yes.
It's always bright. And many persons don't recognize that the sun can damage our eyes.
That's
so
true.
it's very important to keep that in mind. So, Edwina, you are also here to tell us about all the fantastic offers So we want to hear about them. We can't let you go. You don't need the headphones, you know.
Good afternoon.
Good
Hi,
afternoon.
Jamie.
Hi.
So, in collaboration with the optical team, we have health checks going on right now at the store. So, we have nurses there presently. They'll be checking your blood glucose and your blood pressure. And we have a little treat also. So,
What's the treat?
we have a little treat, Jamie.
So what's the treat? And we know
Come
you
on
can't
down
do
and
that.
get checked, and then you will receive your little treat.
So it's a surprise.
Not really, but it's a little treat. So we're asking everyone to come and get yourself checked, get your eyes checked. Remember that the examination is free of cost, so you could come on out. And also, once you're going to get your glasses, we're offering a 20% off and discount. And also, we have specials for teachers and students presently. So it's free. I mean, just ask. You could walk in. You don't need to make an appointment. We would prefer the appointment, but if you can't and you could walk in, that's fine. We will tend to you accordingly also.
Okay, fantastic. So that's just for today, or?
Today, for the whole week, tomorrow also, and tomorrow is also customer appreciation. So we're asking our lovely customers, come on down. We have something for everybody. We're going to have dip and win. Each one of our locations, whether in St. Kitts, Nevis, Optical, Radio Shack, the cash loan office, everybody is participating. So we're asking you to come on out. We have specials going out right throughout the month in the store also. Come on down.
Okay, I've been looking at my status and I've been seeing you post all
and
sorts
you
of savings.
see that the drastic price drops and so forth. Imagine getting a furniture piece that was what $5,000 is now $1,800. I mean, you can't get a better offer than that anywhere else, and Court is your one-stop
And I
shop.
often tell people, October is the perfect time to shop.
Oh yes, oh God, oh yes. Let's not talk about October, the best month. That's my birth month, saying I'm going to be biased. Yes, and also, guys, it's Pink Month also.
Yes.
Let's remember that. Remember the survivors, those who may have lost to the battle. This year, we're working along with Essence of Hope, and they will be in store. So if you want to come and get any of your little tokens, we have them there. Someone will be there selling them, or you could ask one of the staff who to go to if one of them is not there. And also you could get your package for the walk, which is slated for the 25th of October. Let's support the worthy cause, please.
Okay, fantastic. So thank you guys for coming and sharing with us. And we're so happy to hear the important information from Dr. Campbell. And I'm certain that our audience will be headed down to court right now
So Jamie,
to find
you're coming
out.
to get your eyes checked and so forth? We close at 5. So
I'll try.
I'm going to put
I'll
you in for
see.
next week to get your eyes tested.
Okay, maybe
the
next
entire
week.
Freedom staff can come.
Okay, maybe next week, but not today for sure.
Don't let me have to come and find you.
Call
Jamie,
me.
you know.
Call me, right? And I'll do that. Maybe my glasses needs upgrading.
Not maybe.
So-
We're aging. And the doctor
Yeah.
could tell you that.
Yeah.
I did mine this week.
Recently.
And I need glasses. My prescription has changed.
How old was that prescription?
Two and a half, 3 years
Well,
now.
you see, mine is newer than that, Edwina.
Yeah,
I
but
can't go
even
that
so-
long.
No,
How
but
are you
even if
feeling?
it's a year before.
No, it's
the prescription changed.
more recent than that.
So
It's-
ideally, we
how
should do-
how often do you recommend?
We recommend an annual check, but you can use your glasses up to 2 years.
Okay, so mine is about maybe 6 months or so.
Okay.
So because I use a lot of computers, I have to be able to see. If you can't see, it's a problem, right? So thank you so much for coming, and you guys head on down to courts. Take care of your eyes. You want to be able to see when you get older. You don't want to be begging your grandchildren to do this and to do that and that kind of thing. Take care of your eyes and go on down to courts to participate in some of those savings that I'm seeing down there. Edwina, you guys want to send your final invitation?
All right. So remember, in order to preserve the health of our eyes and ensure that we always have good vision, we need to be getting them checked regularly. So if you have not done so for the year, make your appointment at Kurtz Optical, and then we can take care of you.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Campbell. Edwina?
come on down to the courts. Remember, you don't need any money. We got you covered. Any one of our lovely CSRs, we got you covered. Our number is 662. Jamie, you're laughing at me.
No, I'm not laughing at you.
662-7049,
I'm excited for you.
662-8151, 662-9425, 466-1640, 662-8596. Come on down to the store. You don't need money. So just come and say, I don't have the money, but I need this, I need this. We will work with you. Remember, our prices are affordable. Just come on down. And we're open Mondays to Fridays, 8 to 5, and on Saturdays, 8 to 4. So you don't have any excuse. Come on down.
It doesn't get any better than that, guys.
At all.
So coming up next on Freedom FM, we have Hot Topics Live.
Reliable, dependable, Delta.
If you live here in St. Kitts and your tank on E, there's only one place that you should be. Maybe driving in Nevis and you need some fuel. Go straight to Delta. Don't be a fool. Get your cooking gas fast. All petroleum needs ULSD. Everyone in the region is shouting, go Delta. Premium gasoline in a fully stocked C-store. So there's only one place you should be. Delta Petroleum, baby.
Now loans, cash at the speed of life, so fast you won't believe it. Now loans, cash at the speed of life, right now, right now. If you need cash in a flash with now, no need to fuss, leave it to us. When you need cash in a flash, no need to fuss, leave it to us. Hear me now. Now loans, cash at the speed of life, so fast you won't believe it. Now loans, cash at the speed of life, right now, right now. Approved in a day, yeah, yeah. Some money on the way, yeah, yeah. Approved in a day, oh, yeah, you know it's coming.
When life throws surprises your way, now's here to help. Whether it's for an urgent bill payment, home improvements, or unexpected health expenses, or even that last-minute holiday trip. With Now, you get cash in a flash, approved in just 24 hours.
Approved in a day, yeah, yeah. Some money on the way, yeah, yeah. Approved in a day, oh, yeah, you know it's coming. Now loans, cash at the speed of life, so fast you won't believe it. Now loans, cash at the speed of life, right now, right now.
A loan product powered by National Bank.
For life's finest moments, celebrate them with Skoal Premium Lager. Pure malt, pure class, pure perfection. Skoal, class and perfection in a bottle.
Back to school shouldn't meet you unprepared. St. Kitts Credit Union's Back to School loan helps you borrow up to $10,000 with flexible repayment plans, fast approval, supportive terms. Invest in your child's future with confidence, because every child deserves a strong start. Start today at www.skccu.com or call 465-2272. SKCU, invested in their future with you.
Hey, Webmaster here. I stay connected to Freedom with the Freedom SKN app. Simply search for the Freedom app in the Android's Play Store or the Apple's App Store and download it. Enjoy world-class radio at its best, anytime, anywhere. Become a Freedom apper today.
It's 1:31 in the studios of Freedom FM. Topics with Nubian Griot is up next. Today's guests are, I'm hoping it's our representatives from the St. Kitts Nevis Trades and Labor Union. So we're just waiting for their arrival. In the meantime, we'll say thanks to our sponsors.
Now loans, cash at the speed of life, so fast you won't believe it. Now loans, cash at the speed of life, right now, right now. If you need cash in a flash with now, no need to fuss, leave it to us. When you need cash in a flash, no need to fuss, leave it to us. Hear me now. Now loans, cash at the speed of life, so fast you won't believe it. Now loans, cash at the speed of life, right now, right now. Approved in a day, yeah, yeah. Some money on the way, yeah, yeah. Approved in a day, oh, yeah, you know it's coming.
When life throws surprises your way, now's here to help. Whether it's for an urgent bill payment, home improvements, or unexpected health expenses, or even that last-minute holiday trip. With Now, you get cash in a flash, approved in just 24 hours.
Approved in a day, yeah, yeah. Some money on the way, yeah, yeah. Approved in a day, oh, yeah, you know it's coming. Now loans, cash at the speed of life, so fast you won't believe it. Now loans, cash at the speed of life, right now, right now.
A loan product powered by National Bank.
Reliable, dependable, Delta. If you live here in St. Kitts and your tank on E, there's only one place that you should be. Maybe driving in Nevis and you need some fuel. Go straight to Delta. Don't be a fool. Get your cooking gas fast. All petroleum needs ULSD. Everyone in the region is shouting, Go Delta. Premium gasoline in a fully stocked C-store. So there's only one place you should be. Delta Petroleum, baby.
For life's finest moments, celebrate them with Skoal Premium Lager. Pure malt, pure class, pure perfection. Skoal, class and perfection in a bottle.
Back to school shouldn't meet you unprepared. St. Kitts Credit Union's Back to School loan helps you borrow up to $10,000 with flexible repayment plans, fast approval, supportive terms. Invest in your child's future with confidence, because every child deserves a strong start. Start today at www.skccu.com or call 465-2272. SKCU, invested in their future with you.
Hey, Webmaster here. I stay connected to Freedom with the Freedom SKN app. Simply search for the Freedom app in the Android's Play Store or the Apple's App Store and download it. Enjoy world-class radio at its best, anytime, anywhere. Become a Freedom apper today.
we are here. We're ready to start Hot Topics Live. Nubian, you want your song?
Yeah, I mean.
Or okay, let me pull up Nubian's song.
Yes.
Because this is Hot Topics and this is how we do it.
Most
right here,
definitely.
usually on a Tuesday afternoon, but today's Thursday. But we're gonna do it the same way.
Nubian the number 2, the man for you. You better make the right decision, you know. You know, see what I'm going, eh? You see election there, Nubian is the right man. He will take the problems of your damn hand. Nubian is the right man. He will take the problems of your damn hand. You better vote. Mama say, be careful the choices you make in a life. You could end up in a mansion with the wrong man, with nobody there by your side. Individually, we got the choices to make. It's just you to decide. You could end up in a dungeon, but with a rum sponge. No shame, I'll count you inside. You need to make a better decision. Nubian is the right decision. You need to make a better decision. He will always be there by your side. Nubian is the right man. He will take the problems of your damn hand. Mr. Cleo, Nubian is the right man. He will take the problems of your damn hand. You need to give it away. On the election day, you need to give it away. And don't you give it away. You need to give it away. Nubian is the righteous, don't give it away. Give it to the man. Nubian is the right man. He will take the problems of your damn hand. Nubian is the right man. Right man for this. He will take the problems of your damn hand. The man for the job. You need to give it away. On the election day, you need to give it away. And don't you give it away. You need to give it away. Nubian is the righteous, don't give it away. Nubian is number 2, the man for you.
And we are back. We have Mr. Kelly here with us. Nubian is here, of course. This is Hot Topics right here on Freedom FM. It's a Thursday afternoon, and we are ready to have the discussion. So, Nubian.
Most definitely. I asked Mr. Kelly from the Trades and Labor Union to come back. Last week, his presentation was somewhat short, and persons were left asking for more to figure out what is the labor union all about, what it should be, what is the role of the labor union, how would it protect them, how is the labor union supposed to operate. And so I asked Mr. Kelly to come back just to give a bit more insight, answer some more questions, because persons honestly don't understand the scope of the labor union. And so Mr. Kelly is here to say what the labor union can and cannot do. Like persons were asking if there's a particular issue and it is not lodged at the labor union, can the labor union take action on its own, do its own investigation and figure out what's going on and operate autonomously and solve issues, or you directly have to go to the labor union, lodge a complaint, and then they take action from there? Because over the years, persons feel like the labor union serves no purpose. I don't know if it's dependent on the government that is in power. I don't know if it's dependent on the persons at the labor union, but people feel more or less like the labor union is like a dog without any teeth, and sometimes without any voice, because the dog ain't even barking. So Mr. Kelly is here.
Mr. Kelly, y'all have not been barking.
Oh, we've been barking very much. Good afternoon to Radio Land. Once again, we are back talking about the union, talking about the St. Kitts Nevis Trades and Labor Union, something that an organization that deals with workers. We represent the workers of the Federation, because you're here, St. Kitts Nevis, so it's not just St. Kitts. We also have members in Nevis. So time to time we'll go over to Nevis and represent workers as well over there. We are happy to come to this forum where we could be engaged because, like Nubian said, we really think that is the time for workers of the country to understand that their only hope in the workplace is through the St. Kitts Nevis Trades and Labor Union. I was just listening to Nubian, and he was talking about whether the union will represent people who are not members. If like you heard something on the road and you go and you investigate it, no.
You have to
you have to be first. You have to be a paying member, financial member, paying member, and you have to come and say we have a situation, and then the union will now go and look into your situation and deal with it.
So suppose the teachers at Bastia High School had a particular work-related issue. The trade and labor union would not step in because none of the teachers at the Bastia High School
there's a teachers union, you know.
I was just about to say that
there's a teachers
union.
Well, let me use something else. The guys who work on the garbage truck, that I don't know if there's a garbage truck union, but if the guys who work in the sanitary field had an issue out there, a work-related issue, whether it be wages, whether it be accommodations, whether it be the scheduling, and they stage a protest. So because none of the sanitary workers are paying members of the Trade and Labor Union, the Trade and Labor Union would not get involved.
No, we won't get involved. We listen, but for representation, you have to be a member. And I'm going to tell you why. Because let's be real. How the union function? How do you think the people who do the work for the union get paid? It's right. Because of dues and all these stuff, right? And so if we was to go out and do everything, just get into every business, and we help everybody and nobody coming in, I mean...
And there are times you would have to seek legal action. Lawyers are expensive, right? And that is why it is important for you to really educate the people as to why it's important to join a union, right? Because you can't just sit back and say, well, I'm not a part, but they go represent me. It doesn't work like that. You have to be, what you say, you have to be in it to win it?
Correct, yeah.
So you have to be a member to benefit from that representation.
Exactly. But in the past, right, we have represented people who are not union members. Because, like for the union, we think, right, that it's the right for a worker to be in a job.
Right.
You understand? So sometimes out of compassion, one of the field officers also would like you probably got a friend and they come by, got a situation and they come and they probably don't have the means at that time. Right? So out of compassion, but we still, even though we do it, we would encourage them to do the right thing and join the union.
Because in many cases, right, Nubian, and I don't know if you have recognized that as or observed that, but you realize like people use the union as like maybe a hospital or a
thank you.
doctor.
Yes,
So
yes.
like I have a problem, let me go by the union. You don't know that the union exists before, but
Right.
I have a problem now, so
Yeah.
let me
yeah.
head to the union.
What's the membership of the union looking like in terms of numbers?
Well, at this point, I can't give you a direct figure,
Ballpark.
but I can't give you a ballpark figure. I can't give you a figure at
exact
this
figure.
time, but
Okay.
what I could say that when the sugar industry closed, right, the union took a big hit in terms of its membership because the biggest percentage of the membership was
Came from the sugar workers.
the sugar workers, right? And right now, I could see the membership going in leaps and bounds
No,
right now. And yeah,
I find that kind of surprising.
and I find it surprising too because we have just introduced a policy, right? Because of what you just said, where we felt that people will come and use the union as a hospital. We have now put in place registration for the to be a part of the union. Now you have to pay at least 6 months membership dues.
What's the due on a monthly
And
basis?
the normal sign up thing is $10 and it's $5 weekly. So and that is like the lowest in the Caribbean.
It is low.
Yeah,
$5
so
weekly.
$5 weekly, but
$20 a month.
about $20, $25 a
Yeah,
month.
okay.
And the thing is, a lot of people don't join the union because of this $20, $25. They feel that $20, $25 is too much money for representation.
They feel that $25 is too much money for representation?
Yes. But what we just try to show them, they need to look at trying to get a lawyer. Right?
Even to have a conversation with the lawyer.
But our conversation with lawyer would cost more.
That's what I'm saying. Right?
And that has nothing to do with going to court.
Yeah. That's one of the thing that, if you look at the workplace, right? When you look at the workplace and we go in there, we have couple contracts with companies, big companies around here, and some of the workers, even though they are benefiting, they don't pay the dues, and this is why back in the days, in the vision of people like Bradshaw and France and so, they had the closed shop system where once the union is present in this company bargaining, everybody supposed to pay.
Where they made it mandatory.
Yeah.
But I think I made myself clear on that last week. So let me not go down that road again.
But no, I was just
But
saying.
I honestly feel that the owners, I think a lot of it is that people don't want to do the work in terms of educating and convincing people. Of course, you're never going to convince all.
Yeah.
But I think if given the choice and given the correct information, once people are allowed to make that choice, people will join the union. Right? The issue is that many of us don't know anything about the union. When I started to teach, they came to me, the teachers' union came, and they asked if we wanted to be members, and they laid out the plan as to why we should be members, and I didn't see anybody decide that they're not interested because it was beneficial to us, right? So if you do that with the general population, the employees of the Federation, I think that people will sign on, but I feel like y'all have not been doing that.
Well, For me, one of the things, and I've heard it, and one of the callers called in the last time he was on the air, and he said it. Most people feel as though the Trade and Labor Union is the St. Kitts Nevis Labour Party twin. And that is one of the questions that I had to ask. How does the Labour Union feel about that statement, one? And has its affiliation with the St. Kitts Nevis Labour Party affected them negatively over time?
When I look at this situation, when it comes to workers in the Federation and a whole, I think, contrary to why Nubians say and to what you say, I feel, right, that most people don't join the union because of fear of losing their job. And I'll tell you why.
No, I want you to say that again. They don't join the union because they are fearful that if they join the union, they may lose their jobs? Exactly. That's what you're saying?
Exactly. Because I in conversing with people, workers, you'll hear them say things like, don't let me boss know that I had this conversation with you, you know? You understand? Because we look at the workplace, and let me just give a scenario. He had a certain individual came, and they had a grievance, a member, and the person was supposed to have a meeting, and he said to her, I said, watch. Lay the HR or whoever going to be conducting the meeting, that the union is going to be present at that meeting, representing you. When we reach to represent her, she didn't say the union coming to represent her. She told them that Sean Kelly is the one
coming to represent her.
Coming to represent her, and the HR person was like,
well, who is Sean Kelly?
Well, no, I thought, this is the union here. How come you tell us Sean Kelly? I said, well, my name is Sean Kelly, and I party everything, right?
Somebody just messaged me and said what the man just said about losing your job is true.
Yeah,
but it is like
that
saying,
speaks volumes.
But when you hear a statement like that, hold on there, Kelly.
Yeah.
When you hear a statement like that, that's like saying, well, if we get more police in my neighborhood, I'll be more likely to get robbed. The union is supposed to be able to protect you from losing your job and that sort of victimization.
Yeah, but let me just show you why it's like that. It's like that because things are not happening in the country how it's supposed to happen. Where the tripartite movement is what's supposed to start the process.
Tell us about that tripartite movement, because I know it involves the union, the employer, and the government,
yes.
Right?
Yes.
So what's happening now?
What really supposed to happen is when the investor come, they should then be aware that there is somebody representing the workers in this country. That's how Bradshaw and France and these people had it, right? But if you listen to Dwyer commentary, you'll see that after these guys in the forefront, things have just dwindled away, and politicians start to do different to what the norm was.
And that was one of the questions I asked, because it's twofold. One, if you feel as though the affiliation or the closeness between the St. Kitts and Nevis Trades and Labour Union and the St. Kitts Nevis Labour Party, has that affected the Trades and Labour Union negatively? Because what happened, hold on, I'm going to finish up the question now, because what you find is like what the caller said, you're trying to split the twin. Because now, if it's a twin, then when a next party comes into power, then how they're supposed to treat Labour twin? And it's not supposed to be Labour's twin.
But then, Nobian, you can also see the other side of that coin, because if it is that there is a St. Kitts Nevis Labour Party administration, that administration should be pro-union, because they should be pro their twin, right? So at the same time, the union should be strengthened, right? But the conversation that we had last week suggested that it is not really strengthened during that time. So I don't know if it's the relationship necessarily or it's the perception. Because people just have it in their mind, listen, we ain't going to get no justice men joining.
Well, you see, and so if the union is strengthened under a St. Kitts Nevis Labour Party government, when the St. Kitts Nevis Labour Party government loses, why should a PAM government or PLP government go and strengthen the union if it is foreseen as a part of an arm of the Labour Party?
So,
who gets hurt in the end is the workers.
Thank you, because it would just...
Because they become a political football.
Exactly. And this is what I'm saying.
But remember, Kelly, you just said that the St. Kitts Nevis Labour Party and the St. Kitts Nevis Trades and Labour Union work hand in hand, and there is no negative side of it.
When I say
he said that?
Well, he come like
no, but I asked
no, you'll be happy like one of the callers now.
No. What the question I asked just now? No, hold on, Kelly. What the question I asked just now?
You asked if it negatively impacts the union.
And what he said?
He said no.
Exactly. So if a PAM
but
government...
he didn't say that there are no problems.
But if it is not affecting them, hold on. If it is not affecting them negatively, means everything is okay. And I just asked the question.
No, maybe not everything, but some things are okay.
I asked, if a PLP government steps into office, why should the PLP government...
They shouldn't try to... It's not that they should try to strengthen the union, but they shouldn't really try to destroy the union either.
For me, any government that steps into office should always strive to strengthen the union, because the union should be seen as an entity that crosses all political lines.
Mr. Kelly, I want to ask a question, right?
Like Social Security. For me, the union should be like Social Security. And it doesn't matter which government gets in power, you go and you try to work with Social Security.
But then you would have,
beneficial.
for that to happen, you would have to have buy-in from the workers. And I'm not. Well, Mr. Kelly said that they're growing
in leaps and bounds.
But I don't get the feeling that the general population is so enthused by the prospect of the union. Yeah. Now, I want to ask you the relationship between the Ministry of Labour, the Department of Labour, and the Trades and Labour Union, because they seem to kind of intersect.
Yes, that's a good question. And I'm happy that you asked it, because when we look at workers, we, from the union, we think that workers should get the best treatment on the job. All the labor laws and so should be adhered to by the employers, and of course we will want the workers to also respect the authority and what's not. So when we look at the Labor Department, I will say that the union and the Labor Department, the relationship is not where it's supposed to be. We have had
What would you like to see?
we
More
have had,
collaboration?
we have had meetings where we express how we feel about the relationship. And it's something that right now the Labor Department and the union is working on to get a cohesiveness when it comes to industrial relations, protecting the right of the workers and what's not. Like I say, it need more talking. We need to, like a family thing, where you got to start sharing, feeling. Another thing that apart from the Labor Department, one instrumental organization that we should be trying to adhere to and trying to bond with is the ILO, the International Labour Organization. And we have seen a little separation in the country from the ILO.
Really?
You understand? We would like to see that come closer because they have been instrumental in a lot of things. Even right now, we are looking at a new labor code, and the ILO gave input into that. Right?
You spoke about the it should be like, let's say, for when an investor comes into the country.
Yeah.
How does that function now with the Trade and Labor Union? What involvement does the Trade and Labor Union has? I know there's a lot of talk about the Nigerian investors and this investor and hotels and all those sorts of things. How should it work and how is it working now?
Well, like I say, that since back then with France and where that was the norm. Right?
The union would have a seat at the table.
No, the union would have gotten a seat at the table. Right now, the union don't have a seat at the table. And like I said, I remember asking this question sometime back in, I think maybe 2012 or so. We are in the present. Mr. Harris, Mr. Douglas, and Sam Kondo, and no, they wasn't doing it. They wasn't doing it. So this is why, if I had the opportunity to listen to the Honorable Doyle, right,
Mm-hmm.
and. What he was saying, he was so much on the mark with what he was saying that I wish we could have played it again so that who have ears to hear will let them hear how the thing's supposed to really go.
Well, we'll definitely play it again. It'll air again on Freedom on Sunday. So those of you who did not hear Doya Asafan's commentary yesterday was Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
Yesterday, you'll have an opportunity to hear it again on Sunday. Now, what he really did was lay out a history of the union. He spoke about the fact that we were never a timid people. We were the start in St. Kitts and Nevis as it relates to workers' rights and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But even what you said this afternoon, where people are afraid to join the union because they're afraid that they may lose their job,
Yeah.
that speaks volumes because it suggests that we're not as tenacious as we once were.
Yeah.
And I don't know why. And I don't think that we could attribute that to the political situation because, or maybe we can because of political victimization in the past, but I don't know how we moved from the people who stood up for the rights in, when was it, 1938? The Buckley's Uprising.
You know,
The date, whenever the Buckley's Uprising was, I think it was 1938. But I don't know how we moved from that
To this?
to people who are afraid to join an organization simply because I will lose my job. And then it says a lot about the interaction between employees and employers, because the employees seem to be taking advantage of their employees.
Yeah.
Right? Someone said I worked at a place where some people were trying to join the union. The boss found out and basically threatened them, so that did not happen. That's madness.
Right.
And this is
And it speaks to the cohesion within the society as well, because if everybody decide, well, this can't happen, and everybody leaves the job.
exactly. You see, one I think is basically people knowing their rights as a citizen of St. Kitts, because you have that right to join any organization. Right. Nobody could tell you what organization to join.
Freedom of association.
Yeah, freedom of association.
Somebody says, I agree with Nubian that they are twins, or maybe the same as the St. Kitts Nevis Labour Party. That is why they are in the same building as the St. Kitts as the Labour spokesman. They only got strength for small businesses, but big businesses being called in a business name, but big businesses can do as they please.
Well, what I would want us to do, I don't know if we want to take a commercial break,
Yeah,
or we
let's
want
do
to
that.
open the phone lines, because I know a lot of people would want, the phone's already going off.
Okay.
So,
Okay, so Nubian, you're going to help me because you can see the phone, but
yes,
yeah.
no problem.
Right, so we're going to take a short commercial break and we'll be right back.
Now,
But
life so fast you won't believe it. Now, loans, cash at the speed of life. Right now, right now. If you need cash in a flash with now, no need to fuss, leave it to us. When you need cash in a flash, no need to fuss, leave it to us. Hear me now. Now, loans, cash at the speed of life. So fast you won't believe it. Now, loans, cash at the speed of life. Right now, right now. Approved in a day, yeah, yeah. Some money on the way, yeah, yeah. Approved in a day, oh, yeah, you know it's coming.
When life throws surprises your way, now's here to help. Whether it's for an urgent bill payment, home improvements, or unexpected health expenses, or even that last-minute holiday trip. With Now, you get cash in a flash, approved in just 24 hours.
Approved in a day, yeah, yeah. Some money on the way, yeah, yeah. Approved in a day, oh, yeah, you know it's coming. Now, loans, cash at the speed of life. So fast you won't believe it. Now, loans, cash at the speed of life. Right now, right now.
A loan product powered by National Bank.
Reliable, dependable, Delta. If you live here in St. Kitts and your tank on E, there's only one place that you should be. Maybe driving in Nevis and you need some fuel. Go straight to Delta. Don't be a fool. Get your cooking gas fast. All petroleum needs ULSD. Everyone in the region is shouting, Go Delta. Premium gasoline in a fully stocked C-store. So there's only one place you should be. Delta Petroleum, baby.
For life's finest moments, celebrate them with Skoal Premium Lager. Pure malt, pure class, pure perfection. Skoal, class and perfection in a bottle.
Back to school shouldn't meet you unprepared. St. Kitts Credit Union's Back to School loan helps you borrow up to $10,000 with flexible repayment plans, fast approval, supportive terms, invest in your child's future with confidence. Because every child deserves a strong start. Start today at www.skccu.com or call 465-2272. SKCU, invested in their future with you.
Hey, Webmaster here. I stay connected to Freedom with the Freedom SKN app. Simply search for the Freedom app in the Android's Play Store or the Apple's App Store and download it. Enjoy world-class radio at its best, anytime, anywhere. Become a Freedom apper today.
And we are back at 2:14. The lines are going crazy, so we're going to open the lines and invite you to interact with us. The numbers to call in are 662-1065, 465-6474, or 465-0546. Again, we're appealing to everyone. Just try to get it to work in some kind of fashion. we're appealing to everybody to keep it respectful.
And keep it short, because a lot of calls. Yes. About... Yes.
Okay. Today is not the day. We don't want everybody to just talk today. Good afternoon, you're live.
Good afternoon, Jamie.
Good afternoon, sir.
This topic here came from last week and it continued to this week.
Yes.
And I have not heard. I hear you keep asking a very major question where all this came from. For example, some persons was forced to pay union dues. And as much as they did was paying union dues, they lose their job by a union representative. Because cane cutters, for example, Pam would have a public meeting on a Sunday night. Cane cutters put on the Pam t-shirt, gone to the meeting, and the Monday morning, a lady called Right Honorable Kennedy Alphonse Simon name saying he was the one who stopped it. But a lot of things was in place that should not have been. Because why did a cane cutter lose his job? Because he went to a People's Action Movement public meeting in a Pam t-shirt. Lots of workers had to run to cane field. You had the men in Owen Cane from Old Road. The lady mentioned...
I'll prefer if you don't call anybody's
but then
name,
the lady
please.
last week mentioned Simmons' name.
Yes, but he was...
So then what was...
Listen,
what was right?
let me speak.
I apologize.
Dr. Simmons was a public figure.
Yeah, but
they spoke
the
about...
Listen... Was a public figure also.
Mr. Tweed, you going to listen to me? Or no? You want to hear what I have to say or no?
I'm going to listen very carefully.
Dr. Simmons was the Prime Minister at the time, and she spoke about a policy put forward by the government. She gave her opinion on the policy. The gentleman you spoke about just now was not publicly elected. I can't verify what you're saying. Well, I can't. So when they sue freedom, I cannot substantiate what you're saying, okay?
Okay, but what I'm saying, it still remains because it's what actually happened. That's one of the reasons why a lot of politicians left playing kids and get children overseas, and the children could come back home, come vote, and people is against it.
Okay.
I mean, asking, I'm telling you, I born 1960. Okay. I grew up in the 70s, so I could tell you of it.
Okay.
All right, good afternoon.
Good
Goodbye.
afternoon. The numbers to call in are 662-1065, 465-6474, or 465-0546. Let's take this call. Good afternoon. You're live.
Good afternoon, Ms. McDaniel.
Good afternoon.
I've called in this last year with EK. I tried last week, but I couldn't get in. I'm a former executive member of the union.
Okay.
I was a shop steward. I'm telling you, people only want the union when there's a problem. And yes, you had times when if you weren't a labor supporter, yeah, and the gentleman just talk about it, and it's a fact. But I went out of my way, Mr. Taylor, to prove that things had changed. I represented a worker who was not even paid, but he had a case, and I know he was right. And against union members, I went and represented him, and he won his case. He promised me faithfully. After that, he won't pay. He never paid one time for that. The other thing is, I had to call SKN, Dwyer SKN, because I was working at a place and I was getting persons to join the union. And they were being told to join the union and they will lose the job. Mr. SKN, Lawyer SKN, and Sam Conde came here. But to me, it didn't have any weight. It was like a joke. Because they were, she's a lawyer, because they were talking about the protection of workers. And all I was trying to tell them, in the protection of wages, the protection of workers, and to me, the effort was fruitless. That people feel they could come into this country and threaten people if you join a union is beyond me. And what is worse, you had workers were telling them, if they join a union, tell them, persons want a union, like you said, like a hospital. When they have a problem, you come, they take care of it, and after that, they don't want a union anymore, because as much as they get $5, I think that it's too much for them to pay. So, if a lot of people don't understand, they know fully well what union stands for. We have tried to show them, we have gone ahead of the long-term view. And to no avail. Like you said earlier, they want union when they have a problem, and once the problem is over, they don't want union anymore. And I'm telling you that from experience. I was a shop steward. And that is how I found it.
Okay.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Thank you so much for that contribution. So, Mr. Kelly, is that your experience?
Oh, most definitely. When even to do with the TDC workers, the union was instrumental in them getting some sort of money during the COVID time.
Yes.
And where they are today, I can't tell you. They just jump ship.
Okay, let's go back to the phone lines. Good afternoon, you're live.
A pleasant day to you, Jamie. How are you doing today?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Jamie, let me weigh in on this conversation happening here. The first thing I want to say, there is no problem with the labor union and the Labour Party with the union. The problem is the People's Action Movement. Because look through history. I want anybody to point out to me in the history of let's use from 1950, not necessarily when they start, just from 1950, and look for the people in that organization that was pushing for workers' rights all through that history. So now to come and say, no, you want to force, let's say, labor to divorce from the union itself, of which the people from that entity fought for the workers' rights, which joined them together in that sense. And so you want it to change name and all kinds. Listen, let me tell you, if the union changes name, the political people is always still going to make the argument and the influence and try to put it together for political means. The problem is the politics of PAM. Because you ask Nubian a pertinent question, you know. If a PAM government go in, they should not, let's say, the way you put it is, I'm not saying they have to strengthen, but they shouldn't go in and destroy. But that's the point. They always go and try to destroy. And then he tried to talk out of both sides of his mouth to say if they shouldn't. No, that is what they do. It is what they normally do. So the problem is not the union, and the problem is not the ties of the union to the Labour Party. The problem is politicizing it and propagandizing it. Because they know, because the strength of the Labour Party, back then from the inception growing up, was the strength of the working class people. And in order to destroy the party, you have to destroy the connection to the working class people, which was the union. It is simple, you know. So this thing about maybe you have to go and change name and all that to disassociate, they already disassociate themselves executively. Because remember, the leader of the party used to be the leader of the union. Mm-hmm. Right? They disassociate themselves from that. They dismantle that. A matter of fact, the union got weaker the moment that happened. If you go to the history and look at it, it got weaker. Well, it really got weak during the 15 years of time. Because they even created their own union with the aims of destroying that. And what happened to their union that they created is gone. It's a failure. So we have to look at things in its proper context and put it in proper perspective.
But Carla, I just want to address something you said there just now. What I said here on the radio is that any entity representing the working class citizens of this nation, that entity should be able to transcend any political party, whether it be PAM, whether it be PLP, whether it be Labour. I wouldn't. Most persons. Hold on. I'm coming. I'll listen to you. Most persons who you hear, who are PAM or who are PLP or who are not identifying with Labour, feels as though the St. Kitts Nevis Trade and Labour Union is a subsection of the Labour Party movement.
But it does not matter. Because it fits their political narrative to use that. But Carla,
we're having a discussion, and it does matter because if a cross section of the working population in the society feels that they don't want to be associated with any political party, right? That may be hindering their want to join the union because
Jamie,
they don't want to be associated. So it does matter.
Jamie,
it has affected
Jamie, I understand that. Jamie, I understand that. But what I'm saying is the root of that disaffection, is the political parties that are the force against the Labour Party, right? That plant those seeds.
Oh, okay.
They manufacture those seeds to do that. That's the point I'm saying. So when I tell you it doesn't matter, meaning just like how he say it shouldn't matter because when he says any party coming in should, but the point is not addressing that the party that comes in don't. Their main objective is to destroy it. That's the point I'm making. So the words that he's saying are flowery. They sound great. But in action and in practice, the party, especially the one that he is associated with, don't. And I'm going to give you something. Like, for example, a matter of fact, to be honest with you, he should not even be a part of this discussion as a panelist.
But it's his
just
show.
Because
but the thing is, it is his program.
I'm eager to hear why.
Understand.
Hold on. Why, Carla?
No.
Why shouldn't I?
You disassociate yourself from a show.
No.
It's the same connection you're making, you know.
No, but hold on. Why?
With Labour and the Labour Party and the Labour Union. It's the same argument one could make with him hosting a show.
But hold on.
But then,
Jamie.
Go ahead.
I'm trying to figure out why I should not be a part of this discussion. Because I'm a PAM?
Nubian.
No, hold on. I'm trying to figure out because I'm a PAM?
Well, yes.
I am. Mr. Kelly could tell you, I am a member of the Trades and Labor Union.
I know that.
Oh, you know
I
that?
know that, Nubian, because you said last week.
Okay.
You said last week, I understand that. But you could be, well, let me ask you this.
Okay.
Are there people who are members of PAM or the Labour Party based on who the leadership is try to bring down the party and bring down their party? Did that happen?
I don't understand the question.
Yeah.
No, I'm answering your question. Did that happen?
I didn't understand the question. Sorry.
Carlo.
Based on what based on your yes, sir. Yes, Kelly. Go ahead.
Yeah. I will prefer that we don't go down a political road this afternoon. I think that politics have its time, and the union is now having its time. And
Mr. Kelly, I agree with you.
And
Mr. Kelly,
yeah,
I agree with you. But to ignore the elephant in the room.
What is the elephant in the room? Because the elephant in the room is supposed to be something big, but we're not seeing it. So what is the elephant in the room?
It's politics.
And I would go as far as to say, because I guess Mr. Kelly is a part of the union and Nubian is Pam, and I am speaking on behalf of me.
No, you're us because you're the host. Us.
No, I'm talking for me. I ain't representing nobody because nobody can.
I just want the host too.
Yeah, well, I'm talking for me,
okay,
right?
For you.
Okay.
The problem with the union is politics. You understand what I'm saying? Because every time we try to have a conversation with the union, and I've hosted these programs before, and Nubian wasn't here, right? It's always some kind of political back and forth. Yeah. And if we truly want... Wait, let me finish now.
Okay, go ahead.
Why I always have to be begging to talk?
No, go ahead, darling. Go ahead.
So, my thing is, if we continue to have these political discussions in talking about the union, we're not going to go anywhere. Yeah. We're not going anywhere because it serves to divide the people even more.
Exactly.
And we don't want the people to be divided. We want workers to join together. And that is why when you're working in an organization and you decide, well, this man not treating me well, or this woman, well, most of the time it's a man. When we decide this man not treating me well, right? We're going to have some people saying, oh, but, he's Pam, so let me stay with him because I am loyal to Pam. Or he's Labour, so we cannot be going down them kind of roads. We want to put politics in everything.
But remember, politics created the union.
Yes, but there is a time in 2025. I am not saying that is a mistake because when you look at a lot of the political parties throughout the region, they came out of a trades and labor union, a movement, right? But in 2025, exactly. But in 2025, we must be able to elevate the conversation beyond politics.
Jamie,
we know the history,
for the betterment
exactly. We know the history. We know where it started. We know who do what. We know whatever. Yes. We listen to Dwyer's commentary. Okay, so all who didn't know.
Yes.
Yeah.
But we must be able to elevate the conversation.
What I want to say is that we got...
But Jamie, if that's the case, let's do this. If that's the case, let's do this. Let the people who are politically conducted, where is the entity to start a new union that would dismantle?
But we're in a new union. We have a union. Why we want to start from the beginning? Why we want to?
Because I'm explaining it. Because Jamie, I just told you before. No matter what is done with the trades and labor union, people are always going to fight to politics and make a politics. It doesn't matter what you do.
Okay, I take your point. Let's go.
Thanks a lot, Carla.
Listen, we have to move beyond the St. Kitts and Nevis. Well, let me don't talk for Nevis because Nevisions don't seem to eat up themselves like over politics like that. But we have to move past that. Let's take this call, Mr. Kelly. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Jamiela.
Good afternoon, Mrs. Henry.
Good afternoon, Mr. Kelly and Mr. Nubian.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Now, I empathize with Mr. Kelly,
Empathize?
When you have the Prime Minister asserting that the union and the thing they can separate. It means that nobody is putting the interest and the welfare of the union first. Well, and the assumption, you know what would be worse? When election time, people on the union executive cussing people from the other parties. How are you trying to trust you?
Mr. Kelly, that's what y'all to be doing?
I don't know. I'm not aware of
you know, because allegations are being made, so I ask it.
You could ask Nubia because he ended up in a room.
Miss Henry, don't call nobody name, please.
But he used to be a cousin.
Do not call nobody name.
I mean, calling the name. Sorry to call the name. Now the new labor code, the draft labor code.
Yeah.
The ILO.
Should have gone to the parliament since 2013. Every time I ask about it, because I had a copy of it,
I can read
some excuse. The labor should have exerted more thing to get it done because it has in some new parts in the law.
What you said, labor should have done more to get it done?
The union.
The union.
The union.
Okay.
Remember, there's the private sector, the government, and the union.
Okay.
Yeah, but Ms. Henry, and when you look at the labor code, right?
The draft one.
The draft one, yeah. Right? We've been lobbying. We've been having meetings about it, just like what you're saying. The union is of the view that it's time it come into fruition, right? I mean, but
12 years gone, you know. 12 years gone.
Yeah, but when I could remember, after government change in 2015.
Mm-hmm.
For the 7 years of the next government,
yeah.
there was no tripartite meetings. I think only one.
What about now?
Yeah, there was
right?
one.
But what I am saying,
I think they only had one tripartite meeting in this.
Yeah, the tripartite.
Right now, the tripartite thing is in disarray as well.
But that's what I'm saying, because look at this.
Don't laugh. It's not
yeah, but we have to.
When you think about this, it's really not funny, you know?
It's not.
When we look at it, right, the union can't do it by itself. And
Mr. Kelly, let me tell you something, right?
Yeah.
And Mrs. Henry, give me a chance, let me say this. I feel, right, this is where your members will come in, because society can get, the general population can get the government to do extraordinary things, you know. So if you have this strong membership, as you say you have, get them to lobby on your behalf. Call a strike. Do something.
Call a match.
Listen,
Call a match.
man, telling them to, I take back that. I retract that statement. But get them to lobby, because once they see that the general population is serious about certain things, then they would, because this will affect them at the polls, right? But the thing is, we don't be serious about nothing.
I'll tell you what happened with the government.
As a people, we don't be serious about anything.
Even on election time, we just want the jokes.
And
we
some
go
money.
to public meetings for the jokes and not the issues.
Yeah.
Mrs. Henry, what you said, see what happened with what?
No, what I'm saying, the government has a lot of influence. They're one who have to undermine. You can tell me, you allow large companies, large employers to come in here, and the people them cannot join the union. The Constitution says freedom of access, you know?
Yeah, but you got to. The problem. This is Sean Kelly speaking now. The problem that I see, right, is that when it comes to workers, right, the passion that France and Bratcher and so had, me seen it.
And there's new politicians.
You know, they're one of the causes, right?
Right. I could Remember,
And what happened? You remember
Madam Henry, Mr. Franz at one point didn't have any governmental portfolio. His thing was to make sure that the workers of the country was all right. So he ain't had nothing like minister of labor and a minister of this.
I was going right there.
He didn't take a portfolio.
After Mr. Bratter took over the sugar industry.
Right. And we want to see the people of the country. I'm not singling out anybody. I just want to see everybody looking at the big picture, the workers of the country.
The union members had nobody to go to because you can't think against the government. And so there was a rapid decline in the membership because the government owned the industry, which was the main industry. And so the union became weaker. Now, in 1986, the Security of Employment Act, you remember that one?
No.
Hello?
No.
Yeah, in 1986, it was passed on the PAM after this company on the industrial site had moved out during the night, leaving the workers without the pay. That act is still in force now. The Security of Employment Act, check it out.
Okay.
That makes sure that they get severance pay and certain.
Yeah.
I think it was in 2002.
Okay.
The Labour government made some amendment to it.
Okay.
So to assume, and the 1948 13-week strike, which they don't talk about, the union used to have over about 4,000 members, I don't have 1,000 now.
He said that the membership is growing.
Yeah, I mean, I see it in the archives.
But it is growing now, so Mr. Kelly is soon back there, right?
Yeah, he knows.
Most definitely.
He's soon back there.
But what I'm saying is this. You know that this is the cause. The politics get so divisive, and you refuse to put the union in a better position.
When you say you, you got to clarify that, who is you?
All right.
No, be clear. I just trying to find out what you mean by you.
Yeah, he wants to know who you mean by you.
You mean the union, not you? The union.
Okay. But when we look at, you recognize that even when we try to focus on the union, everybody want to come and have a political meeting.
I'm telling you.
And not only have a political meeting, give you a historical lesson.
Yeah.
Like, we know the history. We know. We know.
Exactly. We live here. It's trying to change
We're talking about what is happening in 2025. We want... No, that is not relevant, but I don't feel like it's relevant to this conversation.
Yeah, we want to know
how to help the union to move forward today.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, your line.
Yeah, good afternoon. Our people had to decide it. Now, under some administrations before, they tried to destroy the union. But then now is the time for us to start to build it back. Nobody said that you're part of the union, so go in there and talk with Mr. Kelly and see how the two of you could put together and see where you could try and move the union forward.
That's the plan.
Oh, that's the plan.
That is the plan. I done had a meeting with Mr. Kelly already and his people from down there. That is the plan. Because I know what the importance of a trades and labor union is. I know what it means for poor people who don't have much representation. I know what it should mean for every employed person in a nation, in a country that don't have that bigger brother to look out for them.
Yeah, well, I agree with you. But then also when you are going to meet with employers, don't go in and leave the employee outside. Because they're going there and talk behind the employee.
No. I'm going to stop you right there. I'm going to stop you.
Caller, it has happened.
Well, not.
It has happened. Are you going and you strike a deal behind the workers?
No. No,
but it has happened. I'm not saying you, Mr. Kelly, but I am saying that is something that people are concerned about as well.
Yeah, but I could tell you.
Mr. Kelly,
right?
let's hear what he has to say. Go ahead.
Mr. Kelly.
Yeah.
I personally have been in that position already.
Oh, okay.
I know, and I could speak to it.
Okay.
I could give you a whole history about that. I've been in that position.
Yeah, but don't give us the history today.
Yeah.
We don't have the time today, okay, Carlo?
Okay, thank you. But then when I speak of that, it's because I know what I'm speaking about.
Yes, it has happened.
Let's do things different. This is 2025.
Well,
we need to be going
Well,
forward.
I could assure you that things are being done different.
Right.
Because I know from what we do at the office, we don't even let the member go by themselves. We make sure we accompany them.
Right.
No, the member is not
and if they can have the member in there, we are not going in there. Because it's the member is who we come to represent. So they must be part of the conversation. You understand?
So things are being done differently.
Most definitely.
We need to bring the political parties, all the political parties together under the union heading and forget about permanent labor business.
Exactly. And this is something we've been trying to do by even when we got conference, we have our conference.
When is the next one?
This month, and the 26th.
Of course.
When we have the conference, we make sure we invite everybody. Because we want the conversation when it comes to workers to be a neutral conversation and not a political one.
Right.
You understand? We want that neutral conversation where we could bring everybody from all political persuasion and everything who are workers together for a common cause.
Right. And that's how we're supposed to
Okay,
do.
Mr. Kelly, let's take this call. Good afternoon. You're live.
Yeah, good afternoon, City Boy. Listen, tell him then change the name of the St. Kitts Nevis Labour Union. Change the name.
Listen,
okay, we then established that there won't be a name change.
I when I hear the man from Sandy Point, because that's where everything started. You know?
We then established that there won't be a name change.
And we're not advocating for a name change.
And so...
You're not advocating for a name,
no.
But you're advocating for a leader then.
No, we're not. No.
And who in...
We're advocating for people to join the union.
No, but if you got a weak leader, that's what happened, you know.
Well, I don't know who is the leader.
Who is the weak leader?
All of them was the weak leader.
Who is the weak leader?
All S-A-L-L-R.
What do you mean, the leader of the union?
All of them.
Oh, okay.
Union, governments, etc.
Okay.
Anyway, have a good day. Bless you.
Yeah. Have a good day too, yeah.
Let's go back to the phone line. I know. Good afternoon. You're live.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
How are you all doing today?
We are okay.
Thank God for life.
Yeah.
I'm just reflecting on some words that were used before in terms of, I think it was Mr. Kelly. I'm just a little puzzled in relation to that of when it was said that persons do not join the union or have not joined the union or did not join the union or don't join the union because they are afraid to lose their job. Now, what I want to find out, what type of jobs these people are involved in or which company they work for. It's just beating me a little as to who the employers are and to a lesser extent the employees. Which company? Is it Hotspur? Is it TDC? Is it Illegal Walden? Is it some other company that has threatened workers that if you only join the union, you're going to lose your job. Because I'm not understanding it. So forgive me, but I'm not understanding it. Can that be clarified? Thank you.
Well, it cannot be clarified by telling you exactly what company, right? Because we can't substantiate those claims here. So, Mr. Kelly, you can explain, but you ain't calling no company name.
Exactly. Because what happened is when we look at what I said is because of the response that is get from workers in general.
And
when we engage them
and at
in
least
conversation.
3 people messaged me.
Yeah.
Because I too felt I was kind of concerned about that, and at least 3 persons messaged my phone to say that is true and that they have experienced that. I don't know where they're working, but they said that they have experienced that. Let's go back to the phone lines. Good afternoon, you're live.
Yeah, good afternoon again.
Good afternoon.
The man who spoke just now about which company, it's not being said outright, but it's understood that if you join the union, you no longer have a job, and they're going to be pressuring you to leave. Mm-hmm. It's not being said outright, like I said, but it's understood. So all the companies in St. Kitts, that's how all them operate.
Not all.
Well, most of them then. Sorry to say all.
Not
but
all.
Most of them. But most of them, that's how they operate. If you join the union, they tend to want to fire you.
And then it should not be like that.
Exactly.
Because if you have employees, you want to see them thrive, right? When your employees thrive, your business thrives, right? Mm-hmm. But for some reason, we have this situation, and maybe because it's based on history, where the worker is like on a different team to the employer. Yeah. So they're fighting against each other, and it really should not be like that.
Exactly. And you are 100%. That's a very important thing that Jamie just said, because when the union goes and have collective bargaining, that company thrives. Because what happens is that the union comes in and helps to manage.
Mm-hmm. And it's a harmonized approach where everybody benefits.
We bring the employer and the employees closer together. I'm just saying that just maybe the day before Independence Day, the 18th last month, one of the companies that we have collective bargaining with invited us to come and be a part of the workers' fund there, because the manager felt that the relationship that the union and the company and the workers have is such a good one that we should be there as well.
You see, you mentioned a fund there. Most places not having no fund there, because they feel you're supposed to work from morning till night. Good afternoon, you're live. We missed those calls, but we do have a few minutes left. The numbers to call in are 662-1065, 465-6474, or 465-0546. Let's take this call. Good. What's happening? Let's try this one. Good afternoon. You're live.
Hey, good afternoon, Mr. King. Does the union have like an AGM, never annual general meeting, how the executive body be selected? Is it be elected, or what?
What we have is a conference once per year. It's actually coming up on the 26th of this month. It's normally the last Sunday in October of every year, and that's where an executive of 16 members is selected. But you have to be a member to be selected. Right. And the executive.
Okay. Let's go back to the phone lines. Good afternoon. We're going to take about 2 calls. Good afternoon. I don't know what's happening. The calls are falling out. Good afternoon. You're live.
Yes. Good afternoon again.
Good afternoon.
Remember Mr. Ofliati? Joseph, he passed. He was trying to really do some work on the union, I don't think that enough support. Now they're asking about people making donations to fix the roof. All of the parties After all this money, they could have done something to it. The same thing when they say about how they nearly lose the building. They took a loan that had nothing to support it. When I read it in the archives, when asked to do something, they said they ain't doing nothing. And so the bank had to take steps. Now, I am saying each member of parliament and the Labour Party are their supporters. They should contribute because they were using the building upstairs as the party office. So I don't understand why you got to be begging when people are used and misused and hanging on. You know, I mean, the general public should really help, whether you are a member or not. But the heavier load, lifting load, is supposed to be on the party.
Okay,
all right then.
Thank you for that contribution. This is our final call this afternoon. Good afternoon, you're live.
Yeah, Jamie, two things. I promise I'm not going to be controversial on this one.
That's impossible. But go ahead.
Yeah. No, it's very possible. Let's deal with the last comment that Sylvie made about fixing the roof. And she's asking for the politician them go fix the roof. Well, ain't that going to make the union political?
Mm-hmm.
Because it can't be that the roof was, because remember, I asked Mr. Kelly, what year did the executive separate from the political party members? What year was that?
Repeat.
What year was there separation with the executive of the union and the executive of the party?
There wasn't.
That's what I was going to ask. If there was a separation.
There wasn't no coming together of the party.
But the leader of the party was the leader of the
union.
union.
It just so happened that hold on. It so happened that in the beginning, right, with Bradshaw.
Listen, hold your point for a minute because I don't want to lose the other point I want to make.
Oh, okay.
The next point is, for the callers that talking about people afraid to lose their job by joining the union, maybe something you need to lobby is for Parliament to go and pass a law that says once a certain percentage of people signed up for the union, it is automatically set in stone. No. So which means you can't go and fire some people. Because I know this happened in the States. The reason why companies in the States couldn't know who joined a union, because the dues come out of their wages automatically from the employer. But saying this is so small that people could go in and or mail in their contribution. So somebody could go in the union without the company knowing that they are a member until it's time to represent them. So now, once they are a member and the Parliament put a law that says, let's say, 5% of workers in a company sign with the union is automatic within that company. In other words, it will declare that company a union house. So now, employers now cannot discriminate or wantonly fire those workers just off the bat without union meeting, union dues. Now they have to explain to the union why they fire this person. They have to justify their firing. And if they can't, then whatever days the person is out and whatever, they'll have to reimburse them for all them days and so all them stuff as well. Go ahead now, Mr. Kelly.
Okay, so I'm going to touch the second one first, right?
Okay, caller, listen offline, okay? Go
ahead. The second one where he speaks about percentage on the job. Actually, there's a law in place already. Once the union have 50 plus 1, then we could go in and bargain on behalf of the workers. So if for instance, there's 10 people working in a place, once we got 6, we could go in and do collective bargaining on the whole company. So there is something in place already.
Okay, so to his first question, somebody says in 1989, remember he asked about the separation when the leader of the party was no longer the leader of the union, And the person said in 1989 when Dr. Douglas became the leader of the St. Kitts Nevis Labour Party. So they're saying that that is the first time that the leader of the party was not the same person as the leader of the union. Me, no, because I wasn't even here.
I'll tell you.
Right? Right? But that's what the person say.
Yeah. But you see, the union is how the executive work is actually a little different to most organizations. What happens in the union is the general secretary is who actually run the affairs of the union.
So
in most organization, it will be the president or whatever. You know what I mean? But in the union, the general secretary is the one who.
So the general secretary at that time was Dr. Douglas?
No.
That's what they're saying. That
No,
was,
but I don't even think that Douglas was.
Yeah, that's what they're saying, that he was not.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they were saying since 1989, there has been some separation in terms of the executive of the union and the executive of the party.
You know, I think he always had clear separation.
Oh, okay.
I think he had clear separation. It's just that it so happened that...
So that was just coincidence?
That some of the people who was on the executive for the party found themselves in the executive.
Do you have... And again, I'm not advocating for this. It's not a suggestion.
Yeah.
It is a question.
Yeah,
Because people don't get very touchy.
I know.
Do you have a bylaw or a regulation within the union that says that if you are a part of a political organization, you can't serve on the executive?
No.
So any political organization can serve on the executive?
Anybody. Once you're a financial member, when it comes to the conference, that's where the selection and election is done. So anybody, don't care what job you have, you understand? So it's something that is, you get chosen and you just be a part of the executive. You understand? You don't handpick anybody. You don't handpick. Nubian coming to the conference don't mean that he'll automatically be on the executive.
What's the structure of the executive? There's a president, a vice president, a few vice presidents.
Yeah.
How does it? What's the structure?
There's president. You got first vice president, second vice president, general secretary, assistant general secretary, treasurer.
Okay. And then
and then some floor members.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so gentlemen, we are out of time.
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
So at this point in time, Mr. Kelly, what would you like us to most remember about you being here today?
Yes, one of the things I would like the general public to remember is that the union is the organization that works for workers in this federation. We are there to listen, be an ear for you. We are there for representation, and we are there to guide you through your work life. Because sometimes we need somebody to help us along the journey, and we are the aid, so to speak. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much for joining us. Nubian, you have any parting words?
Well, I would like to agree with Mr. Kelly. For the most part, trade and labor union around the world have a lot of weight because of their responsibility and what they are charged to do by the workers around the world, you know. And I would like our trade and labor union to be able to transcend every political border, because once you get into government, your job is to represent the people. and the workers are part of the people. You know, we spend most of our lives in school, learning and getting educated to come out into the work life, to be represented by the union, to get some sort of satisfaction if something goes wrong by the union. The union is my bigger brother. And as I said, globally, the unions have a lot of weight. It put political parties into office and take them out of office. It bring down company and build up company. I remember I believe it was 2009 when there was a global recession, and the union is what got the government of the United States to lend money to companies that were struggling financially, just to make sure those thousands of workers stayed employed. And that is part and parcel of what the union is there for, to fight for you on all fronts. It doesn't matter if it was a Republican government or it didn't matter if it was a Democratic government. The union came and fought for the workers. And in part, that is why I became a member of the union, because the union is supposed to be fighting for the people. And so I want to congratulate you for coming. And the seat does get, it's hot now and again.
It's hot topics.
But
it's a hot topic.
that is exactly why we are here.
Okay, so thank you for coming, Mr. Kelly, and thank all of you for choosing to spend your afternoon with us. Issues will continue tomorrow. Well, tomorrow is Friday, so we have groundings, and of course the panel, the usual panel, will be here to discuss the issues of the week. Until then, we say goodbye. Coming up next, we have Island Rhythms, hosted by Right Hand. He's here.